time now for everybody's favorite guessing game, What's My Line? Brought to you by Remington Rand, makers of the revolutionary new Remington Rolectric. Now let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet the panel of What's My Line, which this week won the viewer popularity poll conducted by the New York Herald Tribune as the family favorite panel show on television. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
And now I want to introduce you to the attractive junior senator from the Golden State of Florida who is here to open the mental health drive, Senator George A. Smathers.
Thank you, Arlene. And on my left will be the very attractive, very well-informed, very widely read national columnist, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
My fellow King Features columnist, who has just returned from breakfast in California, and I think a couple of parties, too, Mr. Bennett, Cerf.
Senator, it's nice to have a Florida senator on our panel, but I guess I just got home in time to make sure that Senator Nolan of California gets equal time. And here's our prize-winning panel moderator, Mr. John Charles Davis.
Because I want Senator Smathers to have the best of relations with the rest of the panel, I will tell them that as a mark of our pleasure that he is here with us tonight and a part of the panel, you can all put your blindfolds on. That'll make you three mortal enemies to just start off with, Senator, but otherwise everything will be fine. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before our panel a bit later in the show, and we'll meet our first challenger in just 1 minute. Now let's meet our first contestant. Will you come in and sign in, please? Well, as you know, panel, it's surely an area of identification with respect to this first challenger that has persuaded us that you need to have blindfolds on. And we'll not go into any detail. It can be a matter of signature, costume, appearance, etc., etc. I would ask our guest if there is a familiarity with our scoring system.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Then let's let everybody at home and here in the theater know exactly what your line is. Well, panel, obviously you understand already that our guest distributes money in $100 bills, but we'll give you some help anyway. He is salaried. You, having heard his voice, know that he's a he. And we'll begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you work in some other place except New York, besides New York?
Yes.
Could you work in Florida?
Yes.
And you could work in California?
Yes.
Do you have anything to do with the entertainment world?
Yes.
I can't hear that.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Do you have anything to do with music? Do you either play it yourself or have music around you when you do what you do?
I have 5 children that make a lot of noise.
No, I don't think that comes under the broad question that you posed, Dorothy, so I'll have to give you a no. That's 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Did you say 5 children make a lot of noise?
Yes.
Are you just deliberately throwing us off the track, or have you got 5 children of your own?
Don't answer that question.
Why not?
I just have a feeling you're asking it for some particular reason.
Well, it was volunteered, John.
Do you object to my asking him not to answer the question?
No, I'll skip it.
I was hoping you would. Go ahead and answer the question. I can't pick a fight with Bennett, so answer it anyway.
Yes, I have 5 children.
That'll throw you, won't it, Bennett?
Yes. Well, somebody immediately comes to mind. Do you do a lot of charitable work?
Yes.
Are your 5 children all girls? No?
You say that you're part of the entertainment world. Could you be part of the sports world in entertainment?
Yes.
Do you play in America's national pastime? Baseball?
Yes.
Are you with, the American League?
Yes.
Have you ever batted 400?
No.
Seven to go, Senator Smathers.
Are you with a team that's currently playing in New York?
Yes.
Are you with the New Jersey Bros? I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry.
You Dorothy, go right ahead.
History guest time. Go ahead.
Did you play today?
I was there. Thought about hitting 400.
Let me see. Are you with the team other than the New York Yankees?
Yes.
Are you with the Boston Red Sox?
Yes.
And you did I not understand you to say that you did not bat over 400
Today?
No.
Senator, I said that. I thought he was Ted Williams.
Oh yes.
But I think it's only fair to say, Senator, he didn't bat over 400 today.
Say he did?
He didn't.
He did not. Have you? Are you an outfielder?
Yes.
I think I know who this is.
Well, say it.
I sure don't.
Have you been on has a movie been made about you?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you the great Jim Piersall?
That's right. Actually, Jim is not only a fine baseball player that has done, I might say, a great good for our national sport, and some of us worry about getting our youngsters interested in it, but Jim has also made a movie, Fear Strikes Out, which has got as its basic purpose to help other people understand the simple problems of mental health. And Jim, I think, showed more courage in facing up to this and making the movie than he ever did on the diamond, even if today he had a little trouble with that 200 or 400 or 600 batting.
Oh.
Well, Jim, it used to happen to me.
I don't like it happened to me.
Well, I must say that it's good to have you with us, and I'm sorry that this had to be an 000 day. But we were still hoping that we could hang Senator Smathers up real high on this one, you know, so that he would...
I saw 3 for 7. I could go for that.
3 for... Oh, that's an unpleasant number. Here, we'll flip them all over. We'll go for that, too.
That's my number, 37.
37, that's right. Well, tomorrow, 100 for whatever you get up for.
I'll be happy if we just start hitting.
Oh, good. Well, Jim, thanks very much for being our guest. It was wonderful to have you on Once More. I must say we thought to do better than that with the blindfolds panel, but perhaps we can get you this time. Will our next challenger come in and sign in, please? I would like to say that spring is here. Esther Claire, is that right? This is one of the most pleasant moments of this program. Miss or Mrs.?
Miss.
Miss Claire, where are you from?
Miami.
Miami, Florida. Miss Claire, the panel, and we have Senator Smathers there from Florida to give you moral support. Be nice if we can chop him right down to size. Come over here, if you will, and sit down. Are you by any chance familiar with our scoring system?
Yes.
All righty. Every time you can give a no answer, you know, that is acceptable, we flip a card, 10 flips, and you've got the game. All right, let's let everybody at home, those here in the theater with us, except our panel, know exactly what your line is. All right, panel, Miss Claire is salaried. Please. And we'll begin the general questioning with Mr. Cerf.
John, could I step aside from the regular procedure long enough to ask Senator Smathers a question before I ask Miss Claire one?
Yes, please
Are
do.
you married, Senator Smathers?
Yes, very much so.
I'll
Bennett.
change my whole line of questioning. Miss Claire, is there a product concerned with what you do?
Yes.
Is it a product you can find in the home?
Yes.
Might I purchase your product?
Yes.
Is it a product that touches the human body? Vaguely. I mean...
Actually, Bennett, this is a very difficult question to answer because it's a matter actually of, conveyance. And
Well,
I would say it's possible that it could, wouldn't you, Miss Claire?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll put it more simply. What I meant is this a product that might be worn by a human being?
No.
No, I wouldn't think so. 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
But is it of a size that you could hold it in your hand?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Is it useful?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything decorative about it?
No.
No, I wouldn't think so, would you? No, that's 2 down and 8 to go, Senator Smathers.
John, I think this lady demonstrates that it's something besides sunshine which is attracting those 2,000 people a week to Florida.
How long have you represented California in the Senate?
Is this product, is it used in connection with sports or recreation?
Could
Could
be.
be.
Is this product, is it processed or manufactured? Is it a processed or manufactured product?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it processed or manufactured in Florida?
Yes.
Is it processed or manufactured in the Miami area?
Yes.
Is it worn or used primarily by people in that area?
Now, this may be unfair. If I may, I'll answer this, Miss Claire. This may be unfair, Senator, because it's very difficult to establish the equation of use on a national basis. But I think it would be unfair to one of the sound industries in Florida to say that it was principally used in that area. I'm sure that by volume, a majority of it is used elsewhere. That makes it 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
That was a no, Senator.
He needs a big gavel.
Senator, may I ask this question?
Senator.
You said that it was a substantial, Senator Daley. You said this was a substantial industry in Florida. Does that mean it's not something kind of funny like raising alligators?
Oh, I don't think that we could, any of us, huh?
Funny about that?
Nothing funny, no. Heavenly, so.
The end product that we're discussing, is that likely to be used more by one sex than another?
No, I don't think the sexes have a thing to do with it. That makes it 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Claire, might this product be used on the beaches of Florida?
Let's give him a no. Bennett, we will not rule out the possibility that under certain isolated circumstances it might be used on the beach, but its use, I think, would tend to be de minimis, and because it's de minimis, we'll give you a no. That makes it 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Francis.
This is something other than edible, is it not?
Frankly, no. That makes it 6 down and 4 to go.
You eat something sporty?
Beg pardon?
Wasn't it supposed to be associated with sports or entertainment?
Yeah, associated with.
Oh,
yeah.
Big Clue, hot dogs, stuff like that there.
In the sports and recreation field, is it in connection with a particular sport or a particular sport? I'll leave it that way.
No.
No. 7 down and 3 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
But there's something rather sporty about either eating or drinking this. Is that it?
I couldn't say it was sporty, no. I would say that when it's...
Well, I've written down sports or recreation in response
Sports or
to
recreation, but there is nothing sporty about eating or drinking this. That's 8 down and 2 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Well, let's find out whether it is eaten or is consumed as a liquid. Is this a food rather than a drink?
No.
Oh, well.
That makes it 9 down and 1 to go, Miss Francis.
Well, now it is a drink, of course. It's something that is liquid in form. Is it not, Miss Claire? Or is it sticky?
It's sticky. I mean, it's liquid.
It is liquid?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Can you buy it at a grocery store?
No, I don't think so. No grocery stores. Terribly sorry.
Really?
Miss Claire sells horse and dog medicine. And actually, the wonderful part about it, she works for, I think Senator Smathers probably knows it, Zerin Industries, and they make a vitamin thing for horses and dogs, and you can take it if you want to, and it's just as good.
Senator Smathers is neither a horse nor a dog.
I didn't say he had to take it. I said we could all take it.
I think I had a glass of it in California and San Francisco one day.
And actually, one of the big customers is Calumet Farms, you know, and I'm just going to look now for horses that take vitamin pills or vitamin syrup or whatever it is, vitamin liquid. It's great stuff. Well, Miss Claire, thank you for letting us do this to Senator Smathers. We had hoped to be able to dig somebody from Miami who'd give him a rough time, and you did. Thanks for being our guest on What's My Line. Say good night to the family. And just if you wondered if there was any relationship between Miss Claire's splendid good looks and horse and dog medicine, there is. She was Miss Miami Beach of 1954. In just a moment, we'll meet tonight's Miss... And now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity, for which I ask my friends on the panel to please blindfold themselves once again. Blindfolds all in place, panel? Yes, sir. Good. Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? All right, panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery challenger, we go to a different form of questioning, Senator Smathers. You ask one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin it with Arlene Francis.
Are you a performer in pictures?
Well, you might call it that. I don't know.
What?
Senator Smathers, you might call it that. He doesn't know. Senator Smathers.
Oh.
Is there a picture currently playing in New York that you've played in or that you have a part in?
I don't believe so, sir.
That makes it 1 down and 9 to go. But I would not rule out here, merely because there's a term of reference raised, that our guest is not appearing in what we might call off-Broadway houses. It's possible he's off-Broadway, but he's not necessarily on Broadway now. Miss Kilgallen.
You mean like neighborhood houses, John?
That's right.
Oh.
Well, my name ain't in the papers, that's what I mean. No, in fact, if your name ain't in the papers, you're not in it, you know?
Aye.
That's a major issue, I figure.
Aye.
Your name.
Aye.
Would it be fair to describe you as one of the younger crop of leading men?
No, pardon me. 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Oh, you're getting English too, John.
Aye.
Have you ever appeared on the legitimate Broadway stage?
I guess you could call it an appearance. I'm there from time to time, yes, sir.
Miss Francis?
Are you appearing in a play on Broadway now, other
What?
than tonight?
I don't know what you mean by Broadway.
Where Broadway...
That's one street runs one way and all them other streets run the other
In the
way.
Broadway sector, sir. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, it's barely possible we might revive the old empire tonight, you know.
Together a bit, you know what I mean?
Put his
yes,
old-
I'm legitimately engaged, I suppose.
Oh, you're certainly legitimately engaged. Nobody could possibly deny that. I would say, Miss Francis, if I may be allowed here to interject myself.
And who can stop you?
Mr. Cerf will please stop his rude laughter. I would say that within our terms of reference, our guest tonight may be considered to be on Broadway legitimately.
Took a long
All right,
time getting that out.
Are you a native of Great Britain?
You made it.
Before I answer that, I want to thank John for my mother and father for the legitimacy. And no, I am not a native of Great Britain.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, are you on the on-Broadway legitimate stage rather than the off-Broadway legitimate stage?
She's right, you know.
You mean, because now I'm getting a bit confused myself, actually.
She asked me a sort of a two-kind of question there, and I'll say yes, and she can figure out her own answer, you see.
Does this have to do with you're a circle and a square?
Well, that he's not at the Phoenix or someplace like that.
Oh,
What we
you mean,
call
is he on
Hardly likely
the...
I'm here, miss.
I mean, they're paying maximum prices to see him.
Aye. Mr. Cerf.
I can't stand any more of this, and I'm sure I've heard that resonant and deep-fibered voice at Toots Shor's many a time, and I
That
think...
is not Toots Shor, Bennett Cerf. That
I
is
didn't
all.
say it was
Hold on
Toots
a
Shor.
sec. I distinctly heard you
I
say
said I've
Toots
heard
Shor.
it at Toots Shor's.
You've
and
heard
it's
what?
A gentleman who plays in a hole in the head for dough. Is that
A hole in
correct?
it. There's no play on Broadway entitled A Hole in the Head for Dough that I know of. You know of anything?
That's a very long title. You couldn't get in a marquee.
You
the
couldn't
first
get it on
place.
a marquee. Now, either, Mr. Cerf, you tell us what you have in your mind.
I have in
He's
mind...
got a hole in his head, that's why.
You got a hole in his head.
I have in mind, if I can't say it in this Cockney accent, Mr. Paul Douglas.
Thank you very much.
Sit down. Sit down for a bit.
All right. I just wanted to congratulate you, Senator Smathers. I think mental health and the thing that you're interested in is just marvelous for the Senate.
Well.
Well, we not only have a...
This may be my last appearance in
I hope that we don't have you investigated down in Washington anytime real soon. After that. But no, actually, we have a doctor there who's a psychoanalyst, and we need him.
Oh, wonderful.
But,
Now, I must say that Paul said, you know, do you think the senator would mind if I said this? But what he was really pointing out, too, is the senator is with us tonight. In a way, we kind of wish that we could attract him all by ourselves, but he's with us because of his deep interest in the mental health campaign. And Paul is a part of it, and Bennett's a part of it, and Dorothy's
Yes, I
a part of
think
it,
so.
and Arlene's, we're all a part of it, and I think that the more of us in America who begin to understand how much our support is needed to attack what is really now the basic problem we've got, the better it will be, and Senator Smathers will be happy. And we've given him a rough time tonight, you know. We ought to do something to make him happy, so support
I
mental
think
health.
you're quite right, John, and thank you for the out. It was lovely.
Yeah, nice to
Good
see
night.
you, sir. Good to see you. And now, just in case we haven't frightened everybody away from this program for 40 years, And I think Senator Smathers had some fun. I hope you did, Senator.
Wonderful, John. I've never had a better time, but I felt a little stupid. He took me in completely. I thought that I had seen My Fair Lady last night, and I was just telling Arlene that I'm sure that he was the father of the girl, you know. There's no doubt about it.
Somebody's got a hole in the head. There's no question about it. So until next week, this is John Daly saying good night, Miss Arlene.
Good night, John. It was lovely to have you with us, Senator, and I'll listen to you filibuster anytime you want.
Thank you. With you listening, I'll filibuster a long time.
Good night,
Thank
Senator.
you.
Good luck with the campaign. Good night, Bennett.
Good night, John.
Good night, Bennett. It's nice to have you back from the West Coast, and I hope you pick up a bit of Cockney soon. It'll help, you know. And good night, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
Transportation for What's My Line was arranged by American Airlines. Guests are flown to New York aboard America's famous luxury flight, the DC-7 Mercury. This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production in association with the CBS Television Network. Be sure to see Remington Rand's other great television program, Gunsmoke, Saturday night on this same network.